last video, we have seen one type of stereoisomer, geometrical isomer. Let us now move further and see other type, that is optical isomers. As always, let us first compare between structural isomers, geometrical isomers and optical isomers. Structural isomers are compounds with same molecular formula but different structures. Their chemical and physical properties are different. Geometrical isomers are compounds with same molecular formula, same structure, same chemical properties, but they differ in physical properties like melting point and boiling point. Now look at optical isomers. These are compounds with same molecular formula, same structure, same chemical properties and same physical properties like melting point and boiling point. Now again same question, are they different compounds? Answer is yes, as their three-dimensional arrangement in space is different. Then question is, can we distinguish between these two isomers? Answer is yes. Optical isomers differ only in one property, optical activity. That is, how two isomers interact with plane polarized light is different. You will say that, okay, optical isomers are compounds which differ only in one property. What a big deal. We can treat them as single compound. If you think in this way, listen to this tragic story of thalidomide. Thalidomide was sedative marketed by German company in late 1950s. Soon, the drug was prescribed to pregnant women for morning sickness. Morning sickness means vomiting feeling pregnant women generally suffer in first few months. Very shockingly, thousands of cases of babies with birth defects were observed all over Europe. The question arises, why so many babies with birth defects? The case study was done and the answer was thalidomide. In every case, the mother had consumed thalidomide. So, the culprit of these severe birth defects was thalidomide. But how a medicine can cause such harmful effects? The answer lies in stereoisomerism. Thalidomide is not a single compound, but it is mixture of two optical isomers. One form was active against morning sickness and the other form caused severe birth defects. In late 1950s, this drug created havoc and over 10,000 babies were born with severe birth defects all over Europe. This led to serious consideration of stereochemistry. The moral of this sad story of thalidomide is study of optical isomerism is absolutely essential. Okay, fine. You understand that optical isomerism is essential and study of optical isomerism is necessary. But the question is why optical isomerism exists. We have seen that geometrical isomerism exists due to restricted rotation around double bond. Similarly, optical isomerism exists due to chirality. Let us first understand concept of chirality. Now look at your two hands. If you place a mirror in between this, you will find that one is mirror image of other. Now if we try to superimpose one on other, you will find that you cannot superimpose one hand on other. So they are non-superimposable mirror images of each other. Now look at this bottle. Imagine its mirror image and try to superimpose object on mirror. They will exactly match. Thus we can say that our hand is chiral object and bottle is an achiral object. So when to say an object is chiral? When object and its mirror image are non-superimposable, the object is said to be chiral. Here are some more examples of chiral and achiral objects. Let us now come to concept of chirality. Chirality is defined as property by which a molecule or object cannot be superimposed on its mirror image. The word chiral is derived from Greek word kair, meaning hand. I will like to turn your attention to one interesting fact. Do you know what is Sanskrit word for hand? It is karaha. Do you find similarity in karaha, kair and chirality? Okay, so you understand the term chiral object. In organic chemistry, some molecule possess property of chirality. Means molecule and its mirror image are non-superimposable. See in this slide, molecule A and its mirror image B. Both are non-superimposable. You may even rotate molecule in any direction. You will see that molecule A cannot be superimposed on B. This means that such a molecule will exist as two forms A and B, and these two forms are optical isomers of each other. Now let us summarize what we have seen. First point, if molecule is chiral, it will exhibit optical isomerism. Chiral molecule exist as isomers having same molecular formula, same structure, same chemical and physical properties, and only difference in their action on plane polarized light, that is, their optical activity is different. These isomers are called optical isomers. They are non-superimposable mirror images of each other. Two optical isomers of lactic acid are shown here as example. Again, question remains how to identify whether molecule is chiral and it will exhibit optical isomerism. It is not possible every time to imagine molecule and its mirror image, right? The simple test is to look for chiral carbon in molecule. Chiral carbon, also called as asymmetric carbon, is a carbon to which four different groups or atoms are attached. Carbon in sp3 hybridization, that means singly bonded carbon, has tetrahedral geometry. When all four valencies of tetrahedral carbon are different, such molecule can have two different three-dimensional arrangements in space as shown, which are non-superimposable. Thus, key aspect is to locate chiral carbon in a molecule. Let us do some practice of identifying chiral and achiral molecule. Suppose you are given 2-bromobutane. Let us first number the carbons. You will easily tell that carbon number 1, 3 and 4 are not chiral as they are attached to 3, 2 and 3 hydrogens respectively. Let us check carbon number 2. I can write the same molecule like this. Now you can see 4 groups attached to carbon number 2. 1 methyl group, 1 hydrogen, 1 ethyl group and bromine. Since all 4 groups atoms are different, carbon number 2 is asymmetric, that is chiral carbon. Since 2-bromobutane contains chiral carbon, molecule is chiral and it will exhibit optical isomerism. Similarly, by analyzing molecule 1,1-dibromoethane, you can conclude that it does not contain chiral carbon. So, molecule is achiral and it will not exhibit optical isomerism. In this video, we discuss the concept of chirality and how to identify chiral molecules. In next video, we'll explore the concept of optical isomerism further.